Why are you giving me grief? Holy fuck. Here we go. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Alright. I'm here. Hello, everyone. You're confused with what's happening because YouTube decided that, you know, even though I had logged into my account and set up the title and everything and then started the stream, it was like, well, the chat wasn't going, and I was like, am I actually live? And then I noticed the thing said I was offline still, and I was like, that's weird. So I refreshed the page, and it's like, you're logged out. And I was like, why would you log me out? Why? I don't understand. Why would you log me out, YouTube? Anyway, yes, hello everyone, welcome. I hope you're all having a good pre-release weekend. I hope the weather hasn't been bombarding you too badly. It's been pretty rough here today, where I am. We're probably sitting at I want to say like somewhere between 20 to 30 centimeters. Not like as much as they were talking about, but probably around 20 to 30 centimeters of snow so far. Still snowing now. Yeah, I'm in the blizzard warning as well, Jonathan. But yeah, so you know, it's going, it's going. How are you doing, Budget Magic? Hello, Card Red, as well as Jonathan. Welcome, welcome. So we're opening up a box here for my patron Calvin, and he subscribed at the patron tier on my Patreon, or the box tier on my Patreon, the box tier on my Patreon, and wanted a box of Theros. So, well, your hasn't started yet. Huh. Interesting. They only do it on Sunday. Really? That's interesting, Budget Magic. So, like, do they just, like, have a huge event on Sunday with a lot of people? Is that why they only do one day? To try and get everybody to one event? Instead of having multiple events over the weekend? Because they can't pull in the numbers for across multiple events? You're dealing with 40 plus mile per hour winds right now. Jeez. Yeah, we don't have the wind or anything like that. It's actually like ours changed from snow to about rain about an hour ago. So now it's raining on top of all the snow. Joy. Great. So it'll all be ice. That'll be fun. So I plowed the driveway at like 7, so hopefully there's not too much snow. And that way it won't be too heavy with the rain on top of it. So we'll see how it goes. But hopefully it's not too bad. And I hope I didn't. I'm hoping that I didn't plow it just before it started raining, and then now my driveway is just going to be a sheet of ice. So we'll see how that goes as well. So yeah, you know how it goes. Anyway, I don't know if Calvin's going to be joining us tonight. I messaged him on Discord asking him if he was going to be around tonight or if he was going to be at pre-release. I don't know. I'm assuming he's probably at pre-release because he told me that he was going to be playing in about 5 events this weekend. So we'll see. You live in a small town and there are multiple. If there are multiple, then there are multiple days. Only like 10 people show up with one day, getting around 30, which is bad. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Is like, so they hold it to one day, so that way you get everybody at one event. You have a bigger event, and then you get like, you know, better pricing and all that kind of stuff, and you just get more people, so you get, you know, more magic basically, right? Because if you do 3 days and you only get 10 people each, you do what, a three rounds, maybe 4 rounds, depending, I guess, and then your pricing's like pretty garbage because it's such a small event. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, it sounds better to me, Budget Magic for sure. It's actually Moe's Magic, this shop that I did the huge series on for my One of Everything. If you don't know, check out my One of Everything Wednesdays series. I did Moe's Magic. It took us, I think, 18 or 19 episodes to cover every sealed booster pack or tournament deck that he has for sale in his shop. There's a lot of packs. There's like 108 booster packs and then 18 tournament packs. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, needless to say, he does the same thing as what you're talking about. Like, he runs his events like on specific days, so that way he gets more people coming out, which makes a lot of sense to me, right? So like instead of, being open every day of the week and all that kind of stuff, he's only open like Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, because then the people will come on those specific days to play, and so he gets more people out to actually run events and stuff, which is nice. Hey Tony, how's it going? Alright, anyway, so what I'm showing off here is this is just the Athreos that I opened from my buy a box promo pack, just so that you can see what it looks like. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to Calvin sealed still, because all it is it's just the Athreos in there with a non-foil land. These two cards here are the two lands that I got at random for my extra pulls. As I mentioned in my other video, I'm going to keep one of each land for myself, because I did buy a case, so the guys gave me one of each, and then because I got 6 boxes, because a case is 6 boxes, they're like, okay, you get one at random, and then I bought this one for Calvin, and he was like, okay, I'll give you another random one as well. So I got 2 random ones, so instead of giving you the one that you got, essentially, I'm giving you the option of 2. One of the 2 is what you get. So there is, of course, a swamp and an island, okay, in foil. So, Calvin, you can just leave a comment below, or just hit me up on Discord and let me know which one you want. Okay, you get one of the 2 of them. You don't get both, you only get one of them. So pick which one you want, and I'll ship it out to you with the others, okay? And then you'll get this sealed pack, and you'll get one of these 2 foil lands, which will also come with, of course, a non-foil basic land in the pack as well. So you'll get all that. And let's get right into this. If you didn't partake in the pre-release this weekend, or are waiting still, I hope it goes well for you, and I hope it went well for you. The set is very fun to play, but just like most sets, it is very, like, bomb heavy. Also, there's a lot of things, like, you gotta remember with this set is that, like, enchantment removal is basically just creature removal spells in this set. So, what was it? Revoke Existence in white is just like an auto-include in any deck. If you pull one of those in your pool, you probably want to try and play it if you can, because not only does it exile it, so they can't escape with it, they can't blah blah blah, because it exiles it, also gets rid of the gods, because the gods are indestructible, so Revoke just is like, psh, see you later. Yeah, so Jonathan, the bundles have, from my understanding, from what I've heard, the bundles do have a pack of foil lands in them. And they are these lands, because these lands come in every pack, right? So you do, there you go. So like you get this, right? Every pack has these. There are no other basic lands in this set. It's only these. So there's only one art for each basic, white, blue, black, red, green, and that's it. So we're just going to kind of plow through the commons. Calvin, you can let me know. I think we talked about this before. You didn't really care about the commons because you're going to be doing the pre-releases and stuff. So I'm going to be sending you the uncommons, the rares, the mythics, and foils, as well as any, I'll send you the basic lands as well, that kind of stuff. It's an awesome card. Went white, black, 2/1, ran flyers and removal. Yeah, nice. That's sweet, Tony. So we got a Fateful End, a Wolf Willow Haven, Destiny Spinner, and your first rare is a Woe Strider. Woe Strider. Oh, and a foil Final Death. There you go. Another good card. Exile target creature. Now, to mention, this only works on gods when they become creatures. So, Calvin, I won't send you any of the tokens unless you specifically ask for them. So, again, just ping me and let me know if there's any tokens you want out. And if there are any commons that you want as well, I'm not going to send you all the commons, but if there are a few, like if there's a specific common that you're looking for more copies of or whatever, just let me know and I can ship them out as well. Scophos Maze Warden, Sage of Mysteries, Favored of Iroas, and Proton Thaumaturge. Thaumaturge. My goodness. Protean Thaumaturge. This card is actually bonkers in this set just because there's so many enchantments. And you can make it a copy of any creature, right? So at instant speed, when you cast like a flash enchantment, you can turn this into whatever you want that's on the battlefield. So if they play a bomb, you're like, well, I have that bomb now, right? It's very, very good. I played it in a sealed deck with Kiora Best's the Sea God. And let me tell you, having 2 hexproof 8/8 Kraken tokens is pretty sweet. Nyx Herald, Staggering Insight, Minions Return. A lot of people have been saying that this card has been a standout in their sealed pools this weekend. I've been hearing from a lot of other content creators and stuff. They're saying like this card is doing work for them, and I don't disagree, right? Because it's an enchantment with flash, and it returns the creature that dies, so it can save a thing that they've now targeted with a removal spell. But not only that, it triggers all your Constellation stuff if you have it, and not just that, but if you put it on a creature that has like an enter battlefield effect, it's pretty sweet as well, right? And your rare here is Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths. All right, and an island and a human soldier. You wanna get the white-blue 3-headed or white-black 3-headed dog for commander? Yeah, the white-black dog is very good. It's a very good card. Citizen Petitioner, Field of Ruin is back again. Very nice. In this set, Field of Ruin doesn't do a lot of work. So if you open that in your sealed pool, not great, because the only non-basic lands in this set is like the maze, the temples, and then the Shimmering Grotto or whatever, the one that like taps like filter land. Glimpse of Freedom. And your rare is Nylia's Intervention, which is the green intervention. Oh, that's spicy. Foil showcase art of Anax, Hardened in the Forge. Only an uncommon, but it's still sweet. That's a sweet foil. Very nice. Seeing the foil showcase cards are absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Yeah, they look phenomenal. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it looks amazing in paper. Chainweb Arachneer. This card is pretty bonkers as well. Reverent Hoplite, Enemy of Enlightenment, and Perforos's Intervention. Okay, so a bunch of I opened this in my sealed pool and I didn't run it. I was playing green-red, splash black for Polychronos. I didn't run this card. To me, this card is a win more. People they were trying to argue with me that they're like it breaks board stalls, blah blah blah. I'm like, it kind of does. Now, at first, when I first started talking about it, I didn't realize that the token gets trample. I thought it only got haste. So it was like like an X1 with haste, maybe, right? But because of the trample, it is a bit better. But like the sorcery speed doing X damage to a creature or planeswalker doesn't seem relevant in this format. There's so much other removal that removes the big things, you don't really need this. And then the X1, if you're at a point where the board is stalled out, having an extra X1 with trample might break the board stall, but it only breaks it for a turn. And maybe that's enough, but it doesn't seem like it to me in this format, right? Like they might not even block this, do you know what I mean? Like they might just be like, yeah, whatever, that's dead at the end of the turn, I'll take the 6 or I'll take the 7 damage, right? But then the board is still just stalled, right? So you get 7 damage in and they're not dead, right? And it's kind of like, well, this is how this works. I don't know how I feel about it. It seems like an okay card in sealed. It doesn't seem like it's gonna win. Like, it seems like it may win you an occasional game, and that's it. But like, is it better than, another thing to include? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Foil Omen of the Sun is very nice as well. Another flash enchantment, one of the better enchantments in my opinion. It's a 3-mana flash that makes 2 1/1s, which is very good. And you gain 2 life, so very decent. Hero of the Nyxborn, Hateful Eidolon, Stinging Lungfish, and Ashiok's Erasure. This card is very bad. This card is very bad. I don't like it at all. And especially in like a limited format, it is not a good card. It's a counterspell for 4 mana that essentially allows your opponent to be able to remove it and get their whatever you countered back. Now, if you counter something that they don't necessarily care about, well, then now you've countered something that they didn't care about anyway, so they're not going to bother getting it back, right? But if you counter their bomb, you better believe they're going to do whatever they can to remove that enchantment. And there's so much enchantment hate in this set that like, you know, they're gonna find something. Scophos, Maze Warden, Dawn Evangel, Sweet Oblivion, and Shatter the Sky as your rare. Alright. We need to hit some mythics here. Let's hit some mythics. It's just horrible. Yeah, like, it's just a bad enchantment. It's a bad counterspell. And that says a lot, right? Entrancing Leer, this card does work in Limited. Because it taps it down, and it doesn't let it untap. But you can untap the Leer and tap down another creature. So you could have two things essentially tapped down at a time with this Leer, which is pretty ridiculous. Commanding Presence, Thundering Chariot, and Temple of Abandon. We're abandoning the temple, folks. Let's find some mythics instead. How about that? What if we abandon the temples? I mean, I don't know what Calvin needs out of this set. I'm assuming mythics are high on the list. Let's be honest. Right? Renata, Called to the Hunt. Minions Return. Threnody Singer? I don't know. Ooh, there you go. Dryad of Elysian Grove. Very good. That's like one of the higher priced rares out of this set. That's pretty nice. We'll take it. Alright. If the camera goes out, please tell me in chat, because I can't really see the screen very well. We got Citizen Petitioner, Whirlwind Denial. This is the only uncommon worth like over $1. Sea God's Scorn, and Taranika, a Crowan Veteran. Oh, foil rare, foil Enigmatic Incarnation. So Enigmatic Incarnation is the blue-green enchantment that's basically like a pod type thing. I'm gonna open that Commander Masters. Likes that when it comes out? Yes, probably. I mean, that sounds likely, Jonathan, that I will be opening some of it. Don't know how much I'll be opening, but I will open some of it. Because, I mean, I am starting to get into Commander a little bit more. And most likely I will be playing that format exclusively at Magic Fest later this year in Toronto. And then... or playing some Limited as well. Mystic Repeal is very good removal in Limited. Enemy of Enlightenment, Mirror Shield, and Erebos' Intervention. Another intervention there for you. First junk card. Look at that. Alright. Ferris Band Brawler. Elspeth's Nightmare. This card is very good in Limited as well. Destroying a thing with power 2 or less on turn 3 is very good, and then looking at their hand the next turn and discarding a thing is very good. And then you get to exile their graveyard, which is very good because you get to get rid of like escape cards and stuff like that. I've had that card just absolutely neuter my hand several times. Clothius's Design, and your rare is Aresta of the Endless Web. The 3/5 Spider for 4, very good in this format as well, in Limited. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/2 Spider with Reach. Very nice. Another foil here for you. Scophos War Leader. You're so happy he's grown up to a good format? What, do you mean Commander specifically, Jonathan? Is that what you're saying? You're tired of me being in Limited? I don't play Standard, so I mean, like, I only ever really played Limited. Agonizing Remorse, Drag to the Underworld, very good removal spell in Limited as well. Underworld Fires, and Treacherous Blessing. Alright, okay. Shoal Kraken foil, nice. We need some mythics here. Where are all the mythics in this box? Come on now. One with the Stars, Mystic Repeal, Underworld Fires, and Temple of Enlightenment. Swamp and a Garbage. Alright. So this is a thing I've been noticing too with these boxes. So like that first box I opened, right, you guys saw, I opened 3 mythics in the first row, right? And this box, we're onto the second row, and we haven't hit a mythic yet. So it's almost like they're putting all the mythics are getting stacked into one of the rows. So we'll see what happens. There's an annex, the Hardened in the Forge, in the alternate art, which is pretty cool. So we'll put that here. The foil one over there, of course. Alarios in Raptured, Rise to Glory, and Temple of Plenty. Nice mountain and a goat token. Alright. We want to find another foil land too, right? Banishing Light, solid removal in this set. Nice reprint from the original Theros block. I think it was, what, Journey into Nyx that had that one? I think that's where it was from. Or was it Born of the Gods? I can't remember. It was one of those two. It wasn't original Theros. It was one of the supplement sets. Nessian Wayfinder, the Triumph of Anax, and Eat to Extinction. And something that was pointed out to me on Twitter the other day, the guy's, like, nostrils and eyes are made of teeth. I don't know if you can see it on this, but, like, if you go look at a high-res photo of this, the nostrils and the eyes are just teeth. And the hand is all teeth. It's very disturbing. Hey, there you go. That's a nice one. Foil Altar of the Pantheon. Very nice. Gives you your extra devotion. Fixes your mana. I feel like Altar of the Pantheon is a nice include for most commander decks too, isn't it? I feel like it is. It's a 3-mana rock that makes any color. Seems decent. Fateful End. Shimmerwing Chimera. Eutrophia, the twice favored. I guess it's no better than, like, the indestructible mirror, like the signet, or like the, what the heck was that? It was from Mirrodin block. The 3-mana artifact that's indestructible and attacks for any color. I guess it's no better than that, but this gives you devotion too, which is, I don't know if that matters. Eutrophia is a bomb. This is an uncommon, but it's a bomb in limited. Bronze Hide Lion. Good old indestructible cat. Good old indestructible cat. Oop, foil. Hey, look at that. Foil NX Hardened in the Forge normal copy. Look at that. Now you have a foil copy, a normal showcase, and a showcase foil of the same card. Congratulations, Calvin. Darksteel Ingot. Darksteel Ingot. Darksteel Forge was the one that makes everything indestructible. Darksteel Ingot, though, yeah. You got me there, Jonathan. Thank you. We had Slaughter Priest of Mogus. Gary! Haha, Gary. I love Gary. Upshifted to uncommon, thank goodness, because dear God. What did you miss? You missed about half a box of Theros so far, Dakota. And a Wave Break Hippocamp. Ooh! Woo! That's a bomb, isn't it? My goodness. How about a foil Nyx Bloom Ancient? We haven't hit a mythic yet, but we hit our first mythic and it's foil, and it's a good one, too. Woo! This is one that everyone's super stoked about. Look at that. That is shiny. That's a shiny boy. Now, I mean, like, it's no Thassa or, you know, Elspeth or whatever, but, like, it's money for sure because people are gonna want it. Now you need a reprint of Fleshbag Marauder. Fair. Fleshbag Marauder's a good card too. I like Fleshbag Marauder. That's the 3-1, right? That like kills a thing when it comes in. Isn't that what that does? Is that the one? Am I thinking of the right creature? We got Dreamstalker Manticore. We got Elspeth's Nightmare. We got Escape Velocity, and we got a Nyx Lotus. Nice. That's a good hit too. Yeah. Fleshbag Marauder's a fun card to play. All right. Whew, man. No mythics out of the box, and then hit a foil Nyx Bloom Ancient. How about that, eh? Shoal Kraken, Warden of the Chained, Heliod's Punishment, and Thrix, the Sudden Storm. All right. Oh, I just realized, too, we hit a foil rare and a foil mythic out of this box. There's a foil Starlit Mantle. Starlit Mantle, also very good card in limited in this set. Great with him in a mono black mana deck? Yeah. Absolutely, Jonathan. Archon of the Falling Stars. Shimmerwing Chimera. Careless Celebrant. Solid uncommon in red in this set. This card is very good. 2-1 for 2 that trades with 2 creatures when it dies. Woo! Alright, we got our first mythic. Erebos. Bleak-Hearted. There he is. Big God Boy. Angry. Okay, that's technically 2 mythics out of this row, but one of them was foil, so it doesn't count. Let's see if we find the other mythics in this row. Let's find out. Aliseed of Life's Bounty, Furious Rise, the Triumph of Anax, and, alright, Perforos. Alright, see? Back-to-back mythics. Are you seeing this? They were literally pack-to-pack in the middle row. I feel like the shuffling and randomization of these packs is not great. It's not great. Alright, Devourer of Memory, Favored of Iroas, Field of Ruin, and Ephemia, the Cacophony. This card's a lot of fun to play with in Limited as well. Nice 2/1 flyer for 2, but it says at the beginning of your end step you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard, and if you do, make a 2/2 black zombie token creature. Hey, there's a foil island. There it is. So there you go, Calvin. Maybe you want the foil swamp for me instead of the foil island because you've already got a foil island out of your box. Up to you. Your choice. You let me know. We'll put that there. Right there. Boom. Alright. So we had 2 mythics back to back, and then it stopped. So who knows? Maybe the randomization is okay, but it's not great. I don't know. Calafi, or Calafi, Beloved of the Sea. One with the Stars, Blood Aspirant. And there's another mythic. 3 mythics in the middle row, almost back to back to back. There was 1 pack in between. 1 pack in between. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. And another foil. Alright, foil count is going pretty well, too. Aliseed of Life's Bounty, which is a nice little card. If you didn't see me play during the early access event on Twitch, I built a deck where it was all built around the new 4/4 flyer in black that, like, when a creature dies, you can pay... You can exile it instead of putting it in your graveyard and make a 1/1 copy of it, and you play it with this card, and then you play it with, like, a bunch of other things that, like, make tokens or things like that, and then you play it with, like, Divine Intervention. Is that the one? The Angel one where it, like, makes 4/4s instead of the token. So then you, like, sack this to give something pro color, and then you say, yeah, I exile it, and it makes a 1/1, but instead of a 1/1, it makes a 4/4. It's very good. It was a very fun deck to play with. It definitely needed some tweaking, but it was definitely a cool concept. Lagona Band Storyteller, The Birth of Meletus, Rise to Glory, and Gallia. Gallia of the Endless Dance. It's party time! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only kind of sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. How about that? That's the Canadian way. We say sorry even when we don't mean it. That's how that works. Mire Triton, Hero of the Winds, Nessian Wanderer, and Timurit Calls the Dead. Alright. So we've gotten 3 mythics. Out of the box I opened for myself, I got 4 mythics plus a foil mythic? Did I get a foil mythic in my box? I didn't get a foil mythic in my box. The happy artwork on the card? Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Also, that card is just really good, by the way. Gallia is just a decent card in an aggro deck, regardless of whether you have the satyrs or not. Because her third ability, which is when you attack with 3 or more, discard a card at random, draw 2, is just absolutely bonkers in Limited. But also, like, I feel like it's good in a Gruul aggro deck where you've got, like, you drew a land and you're like, well, shit, I don't need this land. I'll swing with 3 of my creatures that I've played and throw this land away and draw 2 cards. And you don't even have to swing with her. You can leave her back. She's only a 2/2. You can literally leave her on the table and just be like, I swing with these 3 other things that I don't care if they die or whatever, just so that I can loot 2. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, there you go. Nice showcase border Timuret. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that one yet. Very nice. And then there's the enigmatic Incarceration, or Incarnation? Incarnation, that's one. You're not putting it in jail, you're bringing it out of your deck. So it's like bringing it out of jail. Right? That's fair. Build her as a commander deck, it seems fun. Absolutely. I mean, she's red-green. That's already really good for a commander. And then, like, if you build it aggro... Like, building this in a Gruul aggro deck with, like, a bunch of little dorks that just swing in and you just loot, like, with her on the table, seems great. Seems great. I'd build a Brawl deck around her, for sure. I'd build a commander deck around her, too, just like you said. right? But like Brawl, I could play on Arena, whereas I can't play Commander on Arena. So, you know, we had, sorry, the Ferris banned Brawler, the Lagona banned Storyteller, Hydra's Growth, and oh, all right, okay. Look at that. That's a spicy one. There's Nylea, keen-eyed, in the showcase art. All right. It's not the god that you're looking for in the showcase art, but it's still a god in showcase art, right? And Nylea is actually not that bad. I actually like her because she makes your creature spells cost 1 less, but then she also can just go searching your library for creatures and then dumping things into your yard. So she's really good in like a green-black reanimator deck. Like, it's like graveyard shenanigans with this card? Yes. Yes, please. 3 mana to reveal the top card of my library. If it's a creature, put it in my hand. If not, put it in the graveyard. Okay. Don't mind me if I do. Like, there's a lot of shenanigans you can do with it. Inevitable End. The Binding of Titans. And hey, there's the pupper. Kunaros. Hound of Aetherios. And oh, the Tentacle. The Tentacle token. Put her in a aggro brawl deck? Yeah, exactly. Gallia, it would be phenomenal to be your commander in a Gruul aggro brawl deck, for sure. Phalanx Tactics, Nessian Hornbeetle, Daxos the Blessed by the Sun, and Haktos the Unscarred. Very fun, very fun. Whew, alright. So we've got 4 mythics now. Technically 5. So we hit 3 regular mythics, 1 showcase mythic, and 1 foil mythic. Mischievous Chimera, Underworld Dreams, one of my favorite cards ever printed. Medomia's Prophecy, and Archon of Sun's Grace. This is another bomb. This is a huge bomb in Limited. This card is just bonkers. It's a 3/4 flyer for 4 that says, whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, make a 2/2 Pegasus creature with flying. And then the other ability is Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink. It's just bonkers. This card is, like, if you don't deal with it, like, the turn it comes down and allow your opponent to even play just 1 enchantment, it's, like, already, like, paid for itself, basically. Alright. Wolf Willow Haven, I should say. Dawn Evangel, Destiny Spinner, and Nadir Kraken. This card is bonkers in Limited as well. Nice bomb there. Who doesn't like making 1/1 tokens basically for a single mana when they draw cards? I don't know anyone who would turn down making tokens for a single mana. Like, make a 1/1 for 1 mana. Oh, by the way, it gets bigger too when you do it. I mean, what's that? Double upside for for drawing my card for the turn? Don't mind if I do. Caliphate, the Beloved of the Sea, Threnody Singer, Siona, Captain of Pyles. Holy moly! There's Mythic number 5, everybody. Clothis, God of Destiny. Whew. Spicy. Alright. I mean, this box has been pretty good. Hey, MTG Unpacked, how's it going? How was your... I don't know, you saw... I sent you a message on Twitter about your pre-release. Are you going tomorrow or no? Clothis' Design, Devourer of Memory, Cling to Dust, and this box, Ashiok's Nightmare Muse. What is happening right now? How many mythic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a foil mythic. This box was holding out on us. The first, I was really worried. Heroes of the Revel, Mirror Shield, Hero of the Winds, and Idyllic Tutor. That's a really good hit, too. That's a nice hit. That's a nice reprint as well. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you had fun. Did you get any good hits, though? Like anything get pulled that was neat? Working on your box number 2 video right now, airing tomorrow. Oh, nice. This is technically my second box, but it's not my box. It's a box for one of my patrons. Acolyte of Affliction, which is why I'm pulling so well, because it's not mine. Right? That's how this works. Impending Doom, Siona, Captain of Pales, and Grave Breaker Lamia. There it is. What a box! Holy moly. Calyx Planeswalker, a couple of nice foils. Sweet. That's pretty good. By the way, you forgot the Discord? Oh. You can get it off the Patreon page, Jonathan. It's still there, I think. And if not, I'll shoot you a message on Patreon and get you the link so that you can get back in. Holy moly. Look at this box. Calvin, I hope you're happy, because if you're not, I'll just keep this box. It's fine. Like, I don't have to give it to you. You know, I can open another box if you're not. If you're disappointed with this box, I can open another box for you. There's Ashiok, Clothis, God of Destiny, a Showcase Nylea, Showcase Timuret, Cruxa, Perforos, Erebos Bleak-Hearted, Foil Nyxbloom Ancient, Anax in Showcase, Foil Enigmatic Incarnation, Foil Showcase Anax Hardened of the Forge. My goodness. My goodness. Well, Calvin, and then you got the Dryad and the Idyllic Tutor. You got 3 of the lands and the Lotus, as well as the dog. I think this was... See, now you've done this live. You can't just delete the video and keep it for yourself. Too many witnesses. See, that's exactly why I do it live, Unpacked. So that way people can't be like, hey, where's my box? You just opened a shitty box for me and then kept all the good ones for you. No, I do it live because I want people to know that I am going to give them the things I open. But yes, I know you're just, I didn't see, just close my eyes. I didn't see anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, that's not true though. I could technically still delete the video, right? Like, I mean, even though it's a live video, I could still delete it. And then you guys would have to go and find Calvin and be like, hey, he opened the box. We saw him do it. And then he has to believe you or believe me. You know, that's the question, right? I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Never, ever. But anyway, only one Whirlwind Denial, which is kind of disappointing. But I mean, like, what? I mean, look at this, okay? All right, Calvin, if you need more Whirlwind Denials, I'll definitely throw in 3 more for you, and I'll just keep the Mythics, okay? Sound good? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course not. This box was hot. Holy moly. Wow. This was a very good box. 7 Mythics in one box, one of them being foil. Yeah. Yeah. Calvin, Bevers never did a live box with your video. Yeah, never did a live video with your box. I don't know what you're talking about. It's pretty insane. This was a really good box. This is probably going to be the best box I opened out of all the boxes I've opened. But we all know that this is going to be the case. Unless I open some, like, nutty, absolute nut nonsense where I open, like, a foil Showcase Thassa or something like that. Yeah. Wow. This was a sweet box. Congratulations, Calvin. Thank you so much for being a patron. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy all these cards. There's going to be some sweet stuff coming your way. I'm going to get these all bundled up here. I'll make sure I sleeve up the pricier things here, just so that they don't get damaged in transit and that kind of stuff. Let me put these here like that. Those there like that. So basically what I'm going to be shipping to you, Calvin, is all of this stuff. So you'll get all these lands, because the lands are sweet, and I know you probably want them. And then you'll get all these uncommons right here. and then you'll get this. And the commons, I won't ship any to you unless there's specifically anything that you want out of them, just because I can save on shipping a little bit, I'm hoping. This might even be a little more than what I can send in the normal shipping stuff, so I might have to send you 2 packages. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'll split it all up and try to get it all sorted so that it fits into one package. And if it doesn't, then hopefully I can figure out another way to do it. Anyway, so there it is. Let me get this here like this. Let me put this here. And then let's talk, because you guys are here live. Let's talk, because do you guys want to see more stuff opened, or do you want me to just go offline? Because, I mean, I can just go offline. But if you want me to open more stuff, you just have to speak up. The customs is going to mess you up? Customs never messes me up. Customs never messes me up because I know what I'm doing. And the only reason I know what I don't know what I'm doing. My wife knows what she's doing because she used to work for the post office. She used to work for Canada Post, basically. She didn't work for Canada Post, but she worked for, like, one of the subsidiary, like, postal offices. Right? So, like... Okay. That's all your stuff, so let me get that off to the side. Like so. And give me a second here, and we'll open up something else. Yeah, all right, Unpacked. That's going to be me tomorrow. That's going to be me tomorrow, Unpacked. Counting Theros Beyond Death, what's my favorite set in Standard right now? I don't know, that's a tough one. Do you mean, like, for playing in Standard? Next weekend will be crazy too? Well, because of release, you mean? Like, you're going to get all your bundles and your collector's packs and stuff like that? So, Budget Magic, do you mean, like, what's my favorite Standard set currently, including Theros Beyond Death, for playing in Standard or for limited play? Overall cards and mechanics? So, I really like Throne of Eldraine. I think it was an interesting change from their normal, right? Like guilds and allegiances were just like too sort of like, for me, they were too on the nose with what they've been in the past. They didn't really, I don't think they really experimented too much with those sets. Yeah, I think that's it as well, Unpacked. So, like, guilds and allegiances were just too on the nose for me. Like, I mean, they were good. I liked them. They just weren't, like, you know, they didn't do anything interesting and new, right? And I like interesting and new things because I like them putting in the effort to do new things, like, with the cards and mechanics and stuff, tells me that they're still in love with the game because they're constantly trying to make it different and new and find new ways to make it fun, right? Hey, Silver Bullet, no worries. Don't worry about it. I mean, I don't stream that often anyway, Silver Bullet, so it's not a big deal. I only stream normally like once a month, but this month is a little bit different just because I was waiting for the Theros Beyond stuff to come out, to open it up for the patrons who wanted it, for their tiers. I'm doing well, though. How about yourself? New worlds are nice, yeah. Pity Amonkhet and Hour of Dev didn't do great. Yeah, so, like, this the thing is, like, so Unpacked, for me, Amonkhet and Hour of Dev were fun as well when they came out. Even though they were, like, you know, maybe not the best sets in Standard, because they were, I think, like, for me anyway, the reason that, like, Amonkhet and Hour of Dev didn't do very well in Standard is because they were overshadowed because Kaladesh was in Standard for so friggin' long. So everyone was just like, these are the cards that are in Kaladesh and they're so powerful. I'm just gonna keep playing them because they don't rotate. And that's why they switched back from that mode of being like, oh, every set that comes out is in Standard for 2 years, instead of the regular rotation of like every 6 sets we rotate, right? So for me, it was, I think like Amonkhet and Hour of Dev were overshadowed by Kaladesh and Aether Revolt. Yeah, I think for me, though, to answer your question, Budget Magic is definitely Throne of Eldraine. And that is because they did something new, right? And it was different. And I really enjoyed it. Now, Theros Beyond Death is also very interesting. Like, the new escape mechanic is very cool to me. I like it. I wouldn't say it's new in the aspect of, like, escaping is sort of something that was kind of already there, but not to the same extent, right? Like, I mean, there's always been reanimator effects, right, that put things from your graveyard back onto the battlefield or whatever, right? Having escape being a mechanic on a card that allows you to do it itself is cool. It's very interesting. But Throne of Eldraine had a completely new mechanic that created a entirely new zone, right? Like, this zone, the On Adventure zone, is brand new to Magic, right? Yeah, it's exiled, and yeah, technically it's in exile like with all your other cards in exile, but this specific exile zone is different than the other exile zone because you can play the cards that are there into play, right? So, I mean, like, I'm looking forward to Ikora as well, Jonathan. It looks interesting, right? I mean, I haven't really, like, put it this way, I haven't seen a lot with it yet, but I enjoy what I have heard. Or I should say I'm hopeful about what I've heard so far. So, what can you do, right? You wish you didn't have to exile cards with escape. I mean, there's got to be a detriment to the payoff, right? There has to be some sort of deterrent. Otherwise, escape, like, everyone would just play escape cards regardless, because they like, every card in my deck is going to have an escape cost because I can just put it back into play, right? Like, yeah, but even that, like, even if you just increase the cost, people would still do it. Like, people would still do it, right? People would just be like, I'm just gonna, everything in my deck's gonna have an escape cost, right? And I'm just gonna pay for it whenever, right? If you put a limitation of having to exile things, it limits the things you can escape, right? Plus, with the commander decks also coming out with the pre-release spicy, yeah, yeah, because that's the commander decks are coming out with Ikora, right, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. I don't believe so. We're talking about Magic products now that are coming up and coming out. I don't believe I'm going to be buying any more Secret Layers. I don't think they're worth the money, to be completely honest. The Rats one looks cool. It looks cool. But even from a collector's standpoint, I'm not that interested in them. And I'm a collector, right? I'm a collector, but I don't collect like the one-offs. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of those collectors that's like, I need to have every unique thing ever, right? I'm more of like I want each set that comes out, and I want at least a playset of each card in them, but I'm willing to take only 2 of each rare and mythic, basically, right? So, like, as long as each one I have 2 of each rare and mythic, that's what goes in my binders. I haven't shown that stuff off yet. I'm still working on organizing all my shelves. Once I get that all organized, you'll actually see a face cam of me in some of my videos. I'm thinking about doing that in the future, and the background is going to be my shelves just covered in Magic stuff. So get ready for that, because that is coming. I've already organized one of the shelves. It looks much nicer now than it did. I still have to work on the other 2 shelves, and then I've got to worry about rotating the whole desk and my whole setup. So it's coming, but it'll be a while. Yeah. Come on. What about Kamigawa, man? Kamigawa is one of my favorite format. Like, it wasn't my favorite format from an aspect of like the cards. Like, people complain about Kamigawa because its power level was just kind of like meh for limited, right? When it came out, and when it came out in even in standard, it was like kind of like right? And people complained a lot about that block because of that. Um, I love Kamigawa from an aesthetic perspective. I really enjoy that kind of like completely different world. That even though like when you look at it, right, like when you look at European and you know like let's say North American, South American, like war stuff, it's all kind of similar, a little bit different here and there, right? And then you look at their stuff and it's so different. Like samurais are just such a cool thing in my opinion from the aspect of like what they represented, right? That's for me, that's where I take it from. uh I just like seeing Mr. B try to say that. Yes, I definitely butcher the names to all hell, Jonathan, for sure. Absolutely. Like, Kamigawa is one of those sets where I'm just like, why did they name it like this? I understand why they named it like this, but Jeebus. So the upcoming Secret Lair, which is the rats, has some strong Japanese themes in it. Yes, and I'm a sucker for those too, but I can't do it. I can't do it, Hermit, because it took so friggin' long for those other secret layers to show up here, and for me to finally get them and open them, that everyone had already blown past the hype train of like what walkers did you get and blah blah blah. Like by the time mine showed up, everyone was like done talking about the secret layers, and I was like, I'm like, as a content creator who opens product, getting it so late isn't worth buying it then to open it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's if I open it and can't showcase it to an audience that hasn't already seen it opened 100 times by other people, what's the point? Right? What's the point? Like it's just at that point it's like, well, you know, I've ordered it. It's for me now. It's not for anybody else. And if I order the next one, who's to say that won't also take a month to get here, right? And by the time it gets here, everyone will have already opened it and showed it off, right? And like, I want the stained glass walkers, right? I want them because I think they look awesome, right? I don't want them to play them. I want them to basically just put them in a binder and make them look fancy. That's it, right? But like, it's not really, in my opinion, buying that whole box to get that one card or the possibility of one card out of there. I'd rather just buy the singles off people off TCG and stuff for that type of stuff, right? The tracking is absolutely horrendous, especially. So did you hear, like, MTG Hermit, did I tell you the story about what happened with mine? I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, but like, what had happened was they shipped my stuff out, and I got the notification on like I ordered it on December 2nd, right, or whatever, when the bundle was released, and then I got the email on like December 5th or December 7th saying it had shipped with a tracking number. And so I waited 2 weeks, and I checked it, and nothing had changed. It still said label created, and not yet entered into the system. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I sent them an email, and I was like, what's going on? Like, I have this tracking number, nothing's happened. Like, what is happening? and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to send this request over to Wizards and find out what's going on." I'm like, "Okay." So they sent it to Wizards, and the Wizards got back to me, and this took 4 days, right? Because it took 2 days for them to get back to me, and then it took Wizards 2 days to get back to me from their ticket going to them, and so then they're like, "Oh, well, just give it another week. If you haven't seen it move at all by Friday, you'll be all right." And I was like, "But today's Friday, and it's been a week since I asked this question. So it's now been 3 weeks since you said it was shipped, and I haven't seen any movement. What's going on?" And then they went, "Oh, we found the problem. We gave you the wrong tracking number." And I went, How do you give me the wrong tracking number in an email that's addressed to me with my order number?" Right? And they give me another email that's like, "Here's your actual tracking number." And it was all updated. It was like, "Oh, it had shipped and blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I go into my account on the Secret Lair website, and I go look at my products, and the tracking number that's on all those is the one from the email that I got originally, so none of them are updating. And I'm like, okay, but so the tracking number you've given me now has updates. If I go look at it, it shows that it's actually moving. But the tracking number that's linked on my order page on your website has no updates, and it still has the old tracking number. So where the hell did this other tracking number come from, and why isn't it linked to my order? Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand how their system works. It was just absolutely disastrous. Hi, Kyra. How's it going? Sorry, I'm just on a rant about secret layers and nonsense. You missed the box, though, Kyra. We opened the box for Calvin, and holy moly, I thought we were going to let him down, because by almost 2/3 of the box, we hadn't opened a single mythic. Then we hit a foil mythic, followed by 3 mythics, followed by another 3 mythics in the last third of the box. Ah, the camera. Take that, camera. Their tracking is definitely hot garbage. It's a hot pile of garbage for sure, Jonathan. Take that, I fixed the camera before people could yell at me in chat. I saw it happen this time. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look at my camera settings and find out if there's like a reason why it stops just like recording. I don't know what the deal is. I have no idea. I'm not sure, to be honest. It just like is, by the way, I'm just gonna like go ahead and turn off that I'm sending signal. The camera's not actually off. So all I have to do is push the button again, and it just goes, "Oh, you want me to still be on? Okay," and it just turns everything back on, and it starts sending the signal again. And I'm like, "But why did you turn off? You gave me no warning." Like, normally when the camera shuts off from like overheating or whatever, it goes like beep, 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 beep. Like, it gives you a warning, and then it shuts off. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay, it shut down, right? This time it does it. It just goes off. It just... I'm stopping signal now, and I'm like, but why? I have a feeling it's like going into like sleep mode or something from being on. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking, MTG Hermit. There's like a timer or something. The problem is that I can't look at any of the options while I'm filming this, because this screen is outputting to here, so the touch screen doesn't work on the camera. So I can't actually touch any of the options on the screen because it's outputting to this, and I can't activate the touch screen from the screen that's capturing. But anyway. So, what do you want me to open? Do you want me to open my prize packs? These are my prize packs from my 3-in-1. And then, or I have my pre-release kit that I haven't opened yet. That was from the midnight event last night that I was there. So I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll just enter into the event and then just not play because I got to get up early. Prize packs? All right. What'd we get? What did we get in our prize packs? The guy in front of me. The guy in front of me who got his prize packs. He got 5 prize packs. Got the last 5 packs in the first box that they had opened for prize packs. And I was like, is there any packs left in that box? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, good. Because I was like, I've already seen someone open a bunch of stuff out of that box, and I don't want to, right? And then the guy who got those 5 packs out of there, like, I saw him open his packs before I asked the question, because when he opened his 5 prize packs out of the bottom of that box, he got a Heliod, an Uro, and a foil temple out of his 5 prize packs. And I was like, are there packs left in that box? And they're like, no. And I'm like, good. Because he just got all the money out of that box. Whatever was left. And they're like, oh, yeah. All right, Renata, called to the hunt. Threnody Singer. Siona, Captain of Preles. And, whoo-hoo-hoo! All right. Perforos, the big bad red boy. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. Sweet deal. Sweet deal. I like it. I like it. I'll take it. Alright, let's see. What's next? Chainweb Arachnir. Reverend Hoplite. Enemy of Enlightenment. And Enigmatic Incarnation. Oh, foil. Foil Scophos War Leader. Another mountain. My goodness. How'd that Pokemon energy get into this pack? I think they look great. I know that everyone was like, oh my god, they look like Pokemon Land or Pokemon energy. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. They look amazing. I think they did a phenomenal job on them. Set as in a Petitioner, Glimpse of Freedom, Clothis' Design, and Urboros' Intervention. Oh, another foil, and it's a foil Renata called to the hunt. Showcase art. I'll take that. That's pretty sweet. Very nice. Swamp and garbage. Garbage card. It's garbage day. No, no. Kudos to any of you who get that reference. Favored Iros. So, Scophos Maze Warden. Destiny Spinner and... Oh! Dryad of Elysian Grove. Yes, please. Very nice. Those were some pretty good prize packs, I have to say. I'll take it. Only 1 mythic, but I mean, 1 mythic out of 4 random packs is pretty good. Also, Dryad of Elysian Grove is a very good card. And then a nice foil showcase, uncommon, which is actually going to see play in mono green, mainly because of the extra counter on creatures that it creates. So, I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a good one. Sweet, sweet, sweet prize packs. Now I want to know what the other guy got, because he took... What we did is, like, in my final round, we basically just split. So, like, I went 3-1 because the other guy was 1-2, and I was like, look, if we wrote you down as winning and you go 2-2 and I go 2-2, we get 1 pack each. If we write me down as 3-1, I get more packs. But I beat him anyway. When we played, I was like, but we do the split at the beginning, because that way we get more prize packs, right? So I was like, we'll just do the split at the beginning, and then that way we can split the packs, and then we'll play for fun. And he was like, yeah. He obviously got host. I don't know. Yeah, it makes sense because it's mana and you're the caster. Yeah, it's fair. It's very true, Jonathan. Very true. All right. Well, folks, I think that's going to be it for me for tonight. I'll save this for another video, which is always the plan. All right, always the plan. Opened up some good stuff here. Bundles. So there will be another live stream sometime next week. When the bundles come in, because I owe a bundle to Jonathan. So Jonathan will be opening up your bundle next week sometime. I'll let you know once I get a hold of them. There will actually be another live stream at some point as well, probably on the 24th, because Broke Honky has asked to purchase a few bundles from Moe's. So he's going to get a Kaladesh and an Aether Revolt bundle. He's going to pay me. I'm going to buy them from Mo. I'm going to open them up here, and I'm going to ship him the good stuff. So there will be a bundle of Aether Revolt and Kaladesh opened up on the channel on the 24th, most likely. I'm still working out the date with him. It really depends. It might be the 22nd, but it'll most likely be the 24th. I don't know yet. I can't pick up the bundles from Mo until the 22nd. So basically, hopefully I can get them from him on the 22nd after work, and then I can have them ready for the 24th, is what I'm hoping. Unless I can go to Moe's tomorrow. I don't know if I don't think he might be open tomorrow because of the pre-release, so I might be able to sneak by tomorrow, but I'll have to ask him. I don't know if he's got them ready for me yet, so I've already been talking with him about it, so yeah. I don't need to go to bed. I need to finish recording for next week. I haven't done any of my recording yet. And if I want to go play in the pre-release tomorrow, I've got to do the recording now so that I can edit it tomorrow when I get home from the pre-release. Unless I'm going to go to Moe's tomorrow, in which case I won't play in the pre-release. I'll just go pick up my kit and leave. But I would really prefer to play in the pre-release. Just because playing is more fun, to be honest. But you know how it goes. Sometimes schedules don't work out the way they need to and such. Also, it's been a long day for me. We moved Mrs. B's grandmother's house basically today. Like, she's gone to an old age home, and all of her crap needed to be moved out of the house that she was living in prior to that. So we had to do that today, and it was a lot of stuff and a lot of moving. So I'm pretty tired too. So if that comes off in the videos for next week, I apologize, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. But yeah, so next week there should be the regular Monday video. Wednesday we'll continue with J&J's. Tuesday should be Conspiracy. Thursday will be Random Packs, which I got some more spice for. And then Friday should probably be a box of Theros, I would imagine. So stay tuned for all those wonderful things. Those wonderful, wonderful things are to come. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've been your host, MrBevers. Thank you, Calvin, for buying a box and letting me open it on channel. I really appreciate it. If you, too, want to look at buying a box and having me open it here and shipping you the cards, by all means, you can do so over on my Patreon. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Enjoy your pre-release. Hopefully, you have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy your weekend, and hopefully you don't get too snowed in. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, may your pulls ever be better. Look at all those wonderful people. They're so awesome. Thank you so much to all of them. You're all amazing.